Oh my God. I did it. I did the brick session today, ladies and gentlemen. It was brutal. It was, you hear my voice? It's crazy. It was brutal. Okay? Not poodle. It was brutal. It made me feel like a poodle. So I did the bike and I ran back to back brick session. I did 14, no, I did 15 of 16 miles on the bike. Towards mile 6 or 7, I started getting that same dizzy feeling or whatever. Checked my heart rate, slowed down a little bit, and kept going. I started to feel better, kept going, got up to 15, and I was like, that's it. Hopped off the bike, went right to the treadmill. Started jogging immediately. Boom. My legs felt like Swiss rolls, okay? My legs felt like jelly rolls. And I'm not talking about the whole jelly, the whole roll. I'm talking about the actual jelly, okay? And it took a while for my legs to begin to feel better, and I jogged for 30 minutes. But I just kept jogging through it, but it took my legs maybe about 7-ish minutes to realize that it was running and not biking. Once it did that, I felt the muscles from my calves transition a little bit to different parts of the leg from the way the body was utilizing the calf on a bike versus the way that it was utilizing the leg during the run. And then I realized after 8 minutes, there was a momentum. There was it was a period of, I could do this forever, where I was just jogging. My heart rate was steady at about, I think it was about 137, 140, something to that effect. And I was at a pace. And I just kept going. And in the last couple of minutes, I slowed down a little bit. And that was that. So I got it done. Kudos to me and kudos to you all for sticking with the program, sticking with the videos, watching the videos, and pushing yourself to that next level in health, next level in your goals, growth in life, all that good stuff. So I just wanted to say congratulations, and congratulations to me too. Like I said, these videos is not only for myself, but it is also to give you a form of encouragement, to show you that other people are pushing through to complete health goals on a daily basis, and you're not alone. There's more people out there than you think that are accomplishing similar goals, and you are one of them. So keep pushing, keep striving, keep practicing. Like I said, towards the end of the year, I think it's 88 weeks I have or something like that to the Rockford Ironman 70.3. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to get through it to do it, but I'm going to do something. So even if it's a 5K, even if it's a 10K, even if it's the New York Marathon, even if it is a mini triathlon here in New York, a mini triathlon in Long Island, here in Manhattan, wherever, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it this year. As long as I don't get injured like I did the last time where I fractured my toe, as long as I don't get injured, I am going to do it. Just like you. I know you're going to do what you said you're going to do. You're going to complete goals. You're going to accomplish these goals. And on top of that, the more I'm working out, the more I'm pushing myself, I'm going to keep trying to put more and more videos out at the gym, at these different functions, showing you my experience going through the workouts and what have you. A lot of times, what's happening is a lot of times people are at the gym. I don't want to videotape them and make them feel uncomfortable. You know, this isn't like a public thing where it's like outside or anything like that. So I film myself in clips and I'll put it out there. And hopefully you guys take it, accept it. Maybe later on down the line, I could get somebody to do the filming, make it easier, or get one of those drones that film you while you're running, you know, make it more interesting for you guys while you watch the videos. Speed up the videos a little bit, make it a little funny. But I want to tell you, man, I haven't had dinner yet. Okay, and I haven't really had any real food today. Like I told you, since my fast last week, the 3-day fast, my body is not ready. It doesn't want to eat the regular 3-course meals and all that stuff. It wants the sodium and electrolytes from the salt that I purchased, the Baja Minerals. I think that's the name of it. I showed it in the pictures. That I put in the water. It wants meat, like carnivore diet type stuff. So lean meats, baked chicken, and then I'll incorporate some nuts, seeds. But like today, I incorporated nuts and seeds during lunch. So I had coffee, a black Americano, nuts, almonds, protein bar. I had a protein bar. And that was it. I didn't have any other food for lunch. Now, tomorrow, I might have a salad for lunch where I incorporate grilled chicken or something, and then I'll have kale or spinach or something to that effect as a lunch. But which I'm getting this, I forget who it was that I was watching. I think it's, what's his name? David Pollock, something like that. But he talks about ways to eat to keep your glucose down, that kind of thing. And he talked about his eating habits and how in the morning he'll just have black coffee with some butter, like some whipped heavy whipping cream. He'll have that for the morning. For lunchtime, he'll have a salad with some chicken or something to that effect. And then for dinner time, he won't have any carbs. He'll just have lean meat or something to that effect. And that'll hold him over. Me, I don't, lunchtime, because I'm working a lot, I really don't eat that much. And then for dinner time, by the time I get home, if the food is not already cooked, I want to order. And the last couple days, tisk to myself, I've been ordering from this place called Tejas Barbecue. And the reason why is because they sell brisket, fresh brisket, by the slice. Not by the slice, but they sell you like 3 or 4 big slices of brisket with some barbecue sauce and pickles and stuff on the side. And my body has been loving it. And then what I do is I buy that, I'll make some eggs here, And that'll be my meal for the night with some electrolyte water or something to that effect. And that's it. And I'm good. So it was only one day between last week and this week when my body wanted something extra. So I got a green apple. I have green apples here because I was juicing before I did the fast. And I grabbed that and I ate the green apple. It held me over. I was good to go. So that's something that I'm still working on. I'm still trying out different methods of eating. And so far, fasting on between Sunday and Monday, and then fasting again on Wednesday, has been assisting me to keep everything down, plus working out, which every day I work out, the more I'm beginning to see the progress, the more I'm beginning to love the process, and it's pushing me to become healthier and better. This is not something that I hadn't done before. So let me give you a little background. When I was young, I was in martial arts. Okay, so I did Tai Chi, Kung Fu, Ninjutsu, Jeet Kune Do, Wing Chun. I did all that. I also ran with the track team in college, training. I didn't do any meets. I just did training with them. So I did that with them Wednesday and Thursdays during the week because I couldn't do it the other days because I had a scholarship for music. So it's obligations when you have scholarships. And then I worked out with the football team. Same thing. I did that Wednesday, Thursday, etc. But I did those at separate times during my time in college. When I completed college, I was boxing. So I was boxing a lot. I was running a lot. I was on the Mike Tyson workout plan where his meals were orange juice and spaghetti and a lot of carbs, high carbs. And his workout regimen was he ran a lot. He did a lot of cardio. And that's what I did. And I was a big guy. I had gotten up to 214 pounds, 220 pounds of muscle. But it didn't show. It was like a combination of muscle and chub. You know what I mean? Long story short, I ended up stopping that process. I got sick a couple times and went to the hospital, and that's when they diagnosed me with various things or whatever, and I needed to get my health in order. And I started getting serious, backslid, got serious, backslid, got serious, backslid. Up until I learned about triathlon, and for some reason, I'm not going to say for some reason, I love triathlon because it incorporates two of my favorite things, biking and swimming. Running, not so much, not right now. Well, not at that time. I didn't get that euphoric feeling yet. But when I was a child, I used to bike a lot. I'm talking about without anybody asking me to, I used to bike a lot. I used to swim a lot. When I was 4 years old, I was taught how to swim. My mother, some people may think it's crazy, but when we used to live in Decatur, Georgia, and where we lived had a swimming pool in the back, a community pool, and I saw a child that was younger than me in the 8 feet of water swimming without any life vests or anything. And mind you, I was like 4 or 5 years old. This kid couldn't be older than 2, 3. He was real small. And so I asked my mother to teach me how to swim because I wanted to do the same thing. And lo and behold, she took me out there. She said, you want to do this? You sure? And I said, yes. And she threw me in the water. She said, now, when I put you in the water, hold your nose. Don't freak out. You got to get calm in the water. Get used to the water. She threw me in the water. She just threw me in it. And when I got in there, my brain started going crazy. I'm like, whatever. She jumped in. She got me. Took me out. She said, next time we do it, you got to stay calm. The water's not going to hurt you. You just got to get acclimated to the water. You got to get control. You are in control of the water. You can float in the water. And my mother could swim really well. So I said, okay. She said, just hold your breath. You'll be all right. This was in the 5 feet. This wasn't in 8 feet at the time. It was 3 feet, 5 feet, 8 feet. She threw me back in the water. This time, when I went in the water, I paused, I looked around, and then realized that I wasn't breathing and my brain again, and I went crazy. She came and got me again. She said, we're going to do it again. This time, hold your nose, stay in control. Remember, you are in control of the scenario when you get in. It's not the water, it's you. Took a deep breath. She threw me in the water again. But this time, I just looked around in the water, realized that I could hold my breath underwater without going crazy. And then I swam up to the top. Well, at least floated up to the top because I just relaxed. And then I took a deep breath. And that was my learning experience. And every day after that, I jumped into the 8 feet, and that was it. Up until I stopped swimming, I couldn't swim. We moved and various things. And all that went to the wayside up until now. So we back. Anyway, I'm saying that to say we have our own journey. There's always times where sometimes you slide, sometimes you get back to it. And then sometimes the Creator has reasons for your life being the way that it was from the time you were little up until your age now. If you think about the things that happened when you were younger and think about the things that happened to you as an adult, and you put 2 and 2 together and say, these two things seem to correlate with one another. All right. So, anyway, I have to encourage you. Just keep going, ladies and gentlemen. Keep going. I'm going to keep uploading these videos. Remember, what's today? Day 15 of 30 days, ladies and gentlemen. You could do it. Keep pushing. I think my next day of workout may be swimming. So keep pushing, and I'll keep grinding with you. All right? I'll talk to you later. Have an amazing day.